dude. Welcome back. I know. You ready to have some more fun today? What's new?
Not much. It's just, I mean, he's gotten better on the leash for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's our goal today. Really, the biggest thing last time was starting to work on the window reactivity.
Yeah, he did it once. I shocked him, and then it's basically been...
Really? Good.
One other time, maybe.
Awesome. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. Anything in particular you had any questions on these last, 4 or 5 days or so? Okay. Yeah, like I said, today, biggest goal is the walk. And we got perfect weather for it, obviously, so let's go ahead and we'll take them kind of down to the end of the parking lot. We'll start jumping right into things. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start pairing the e-collar, pairing the e-collar pressure with the, don't do it, with the leash pressure here. Okay. And we're going to start to shape our walking positioning, basically. Okay. So what I'm going to do in a second here is I'm going to start walking around just like I did when I first put the prong. When I first put the prong on him, where I'm going to walk around, let him get distracted, obviously. Anytime he gets distracted, what I'm going to be doing is pairing a tap with the leash pressure, changing direction. And what I want to actually see is not just that he's moving with the pressure, but that he starts avoiding that pressure and just moving with me, right? So I'm going to start that here. We'll kind of see what we get. So tap. 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 There we go. No. There we go. Look at that. Hey, look at that. So as we're doing this, what I'm going to start doing is making this into a little bit more of a walk. So instead of just weaving around all over the place, you'll notice I'm kind of going back and forth and just waiting until I hit a point where he gets too distracted going one direction. Then I give that tap and turn the other direction, right? So I'm kind of seeing how far can I walk. Come on, bud. How far can I walk without him trying to forge ahead of me? Yeah, anytime I do need to turn when he doesn't follow me, I'm giving the tap. Okay. If I turn and he follows me right away, no correction. So right there I turn, no correction. He turned right away with me, it's fine. And then we can just keep drilling this, obviously, until it turns into you could just keep going and he stays with you, obviously. So I'll do another minute of this, then I'm going to hand him to you, have you jump into this and see how it looks. And again, all this is done pretty much as loose as possible on the leash. We want to get him following us, not because that leash is holding him in place, but he's understanding he needs to be paying attention to us. Good job, buddy. That was pretty good. Okay. And really right now we're only worried about him getting too far ahead. So let's say he lags behind, just keep moving. You don't have to give any correction for that though. And anytime you need to give a correction, always change direction. That change of direction is kind of the information that shows him what he's supposed to be doing then. Perfect. Good timing on that one. So all I'm going to do, kind of like we did inside, I'm just going to be stationary here, and I want to make sure he's not trying to approach those dogs. So Kayla, why don't you go ahead and just kind of walk by a few times, and we'll see what we get. So if he leaves my bubble, that's where I'll give the correction here. Don't worry about noise or anything like that initially. You see, like barks and avoids, right? He's like trying. He's trying real hard. Believe it or not, this middle doodle right here was like just as reactive as him when he started.
I was going to say when we walked up, you guys
There we go. Yeah, a couple more. Again, interestingly enough, you see him moving away from the dogs. Right? So I'm focused more on physically what he's doing than kind of the emotional state right now. It's good. I would say as long as we see a little bit of progress every session, you know, like even, you know, last time, window reactivity was the primary concern. This week, it's probably going to be walking sans big distractions. Like if you can get him where he's not pulling you when there's not other dogs around, that's a huge hurdle.
Right.
Then it's like we'll progress to more of this kind of stuff, right? So we kind of isolate a specific goal each time, and as long as we see progress with that thing, even if the rest aren't perfect, it's like, you know, we're moving in the right direction. So I'm going to hold the leash a touch shorter here, obviously, but I still want it loose enough where he can make all the mistakes. And then as we're going, if he gets ahead of me, I'll give that tap. I'm going to do that turn, but I'm not going to walk so far. It'll kind of be a turn to refocus him. So this, and then once I've got him back on me, then I'll rechange direction and just start going. So I'm kind of doing more of a 360, you know. And what this will turn into is you're not going to be doing that turn all the time. You're just going to give the tap. But again, the turn right now gives him the direction of post-correction, this is what you're supposed to do. And you can tell, obviously, heading towards the street is a bit more of a distraction for him. So usually we start to see a touch of a regression initially with it as we work through this. So we'll see what we get. Again, getting him back with me, and continuing on. with me, and continuing on. I know, dude. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, so we'll just wait for this dog to walk by here, and then I'm going to hand him off to you. I'll have you do some of the walking now. Wow. Good job. Good job. Okay. There you go. Give you that.